You know what? This is a special one because we were going to do this as a full topic. Then Kyrie asked for a trade. So you know what? Now you're just weird and wonderful. Brew, did you think Dylan Brooks was an accidental hit?
No.
Of course
he
not.
did it on purpose.
Well, Reggie Miller thought
and
so.
You know what?
I rest my case.
I am fully on board with Donovan Mitchell's reaction.
Me too.
Really?
Absolutely. Yeah, sometimes you got to stand up. If it was the playoffs, I'd want him to keep his cool.
Yeah.
Regular season
Totally
game, 1 of 82, love it.
What were your thoughts on the staffer coming and
I love that, too.
Look at this guy.
Yeah, who knows how many games he saved Dylan Brooks from, right? Suspension.
More
Good
weird
job.
from the same game, Grizz Cavs. Most electrifying man in sports entertainment. Overshadowed by the brouhaha. But this is almost ill-advised, but if you can make it, shoot it. Cavs win. Ja had 24. Moving on to the wonderful Bulls-Hornets. The rare Bulls-Hornets highlight in the show. Dennis Smith Jr. We talked about him a lot. And then we stopped. You know why? Because the Hornets only have 15 wins. They lost this. Bulls
He's
won.
talented.
When were we
Hadn't put it
talking about
together.
him a lot?
That was
He was
about
coming
5,
back.
6
He
years
moved,
ago.
He moved to Charlotte, and he was playing well. Heat in the Garden. R.J. Barrett. Tibbs decided to play him, and he played great. I don't know what Tyler Hero's doing there.
Did you guys?
know what? He got hooked.
Nick
Did
made
you
the
see the
All-Star
end
team.
of this game?
He got that little Kelly Olynyk arm hook there. You see that?
And Julius Randle making the All-Star team's ridiculous.
it's
The Knicks
25
almost
and 10.
blew this game. They were up 5 with 5 seconds left and almost lost. It would have been an unbelievable loss.
Ended up winning.
Yeah, they-
RJ goes for 30. Wonderful Lakers Pacers. Isaiah Jackson. Woof. Lakers win. AD has 31.
You know what?
Well,
I don't
to be young
typically,
and
it's pro
spry.
sports. I don't like taunting penalties. This might be tech worthy if we can show
Why?
it. Watch how many times he says on your head to Thomas Bryant. I don't know if we're going to get the replay
It was
again.
on his head.
He does it 4 times going up the court, bellowing. Watch it here. Bellowing at Thomas Bryant. One. He keeps
Only one.
going.
One time?
No, he keeps going.
I
Just
just saw
bang,
two.
bang,
I hate the
bang.
taunting.
Two.
3.
I hate the taunt.
Weird Bucks Clippers.
Let him
Zubac
talk.
with the foul on Joe Ingles, who then fouls Paul George, but Paul he doesn't get called for it because he got fouled. That's it. Giannis goes for 54, but he obviously didn't have any highlights, so I just put that in. Bucks win by 1. Let's head over to the golf course now. We're at Pebble Beach. Aaron Rodgers on the tee, and we get some breaking news. Even though we're not showing this golf footage is now coming. Take a listen.
Got any news you want to share with us?
Not going to San Fran.
You look great with a cowboy star on your helmet.
What are you talking about a
goofball?
Cowboys thing?
Yeah.
Golf commentators are hilarious.
I didn't get the Cowboys thing. I don't know. It's a bad idea for Rodgers to rule out the 49ers, even though the 49ers might rule out him.
Well, here's one thing I can rule out very quickly, and then I'll give it to you, Brew. He's not retiring. You know why we now definitively know?
Oh, why?
And this is, I forgot, I think it might have been Florio that pointed this out, I'm not sure. But somebody other than me did. He's not going into Canton the same weekend as Brady.
Wow.
Rodgers is not.
Savvy take.
Rodgers is not going to be the second star of his Hall of Fame
He
weekend.
has to play.
He's got to play. Sorry,
Brilliant.
Got to play.
That's brilliant.
Like a bad, kind of a loser yesterday was J.J. Watt. It's like, God, dog it. I'm not going to get the. I'm not the biggest star of my Hall of Fame weekend, but J.J. played it smart. He's like, hey, we can go golfing together, Tom. But he's not retiring. And I think, Brew, he's ruling out San Francisco because I think he knows San Francisco has ruled him out already.
Well, first of all, Nick heard that take on the Odd Couple the other night. So 7 to 10 Eastern, Monday through Friday night, Fox Sports Radio. But anyway, look, I hate to have this take because, you know, I picked Aaron Rodgers to lead Green Bay to the Super Bowl this year. Not to win, but to get there. I think this is him inside. He don't want the pressure of having to win the Super Bowl. Because if he went to San Francisco, Nick, you know, wouldn't they be favored to win the Super Bowl next year?
100%.
And so all he could do, it is Super Bowl or bust. And we know Aaron Rodgers just has not been the same player in those big NFC championship games. And we got a large sample size.
Or even Week 18 against Detroit at home.
Thank you.
Playoffs on the line.
So they lose 7 of 8 and 5 straight. We're out of it. Everybody thinks we're done. Now he leads them to 4 straight victories, even though he didn't play great necessarily. He struggles a few years ago. Mike McCarthy's fired. They bring in a young Matt LaFleur. Nobody expects anything from him. Plays great, 2 MVPs. I really don't think he wants the pressure of expectations. Because, again, him and the 49ers, they are the Super Bowl favorites no matter how good Kansas City is. They are the Super Bowl
totally
favorites.
agree with that.
And I don't think he wants that smoke.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know how bad we think the Green Bay front office is that they're going to trade Aaron Rodgers to San Francisco, but okay, if it could happen, and he's not retiring, not because of Brady, but probably because of the $50 million that he has locked in. I mean, I'd probably lean in that direction if I'm thinking of that. But
Tomato.
In terms of the pressure of going to San Francisco, I don't think he'd be worried about that at all. What a great situation for him. If he could ever get there, I mean, he's got running game, he's got talent all over the place offensively, he's got a really good defense, got a good scheme. It's a great place to live. It's about 70 degrees. Say the downside is the California taxes. That's it.
He should push for it.
Hold on, can I
Then
ask?
why not
Can I
push
throw
for it?
out
I agree with
another?
you.
Because if I'm Green Bay, how am I going to trade Aaron Rodgers to the San Francisco 49ers? It's like
Just quickly
ridiculous.
before we break, can I throw out another team that we connected this offseason to Brady as a possible landing spot, but have not connected them to Rodgers at all? Is New England on the board, Coach?
Oh, I forgot.
They have the cap space. They have a draft pick to trade. Belichick is 71, and I'm sure does not want to do I think it's probably harder for him to have a 10-year vision at this point because he's probably not going to be coaching for 10 more years. Is it on the board that they say, hey, it worked with Moss, who's kind of an eclectic personality, great player, to try to go get Aaron Rodgers? Is that on the board to you?
I don't think anything with New England is off the board. I mean, he did just put two defensive guys as offensive coordinators, so there's nothing off the board. I'm not saying that in a flippant way. I'm saying he's willing to take chances that other people won't take.
Yeah.
He went
now,
got
but
Cam Newton.
I do think it's a little bit of a hard sell where, hey, we got rid of our legend and we're going to go try to solve our problem with someone else's legend. And that's not a great look. And you have this young quarterback that you're saying the only thing that we need to do to fix him is go get a good offensive coordinator. But is it off the board? I don't think anything with New England is off the board.
I think that's off the board. Really? Yeah, Bill O'Brien and Mac Jones.
You don't want him. You don't want
Aaron
Rodgers? Say it.
Not really.
Okay.
You know what? People don't their feed for free tickets. Now on to the news. I've been waiting for this Tom Brady one-day contract news to hit, Coach. Coach Mangini's here. And I've yet to see anything. Former Patriot Ted Johnson said he'd be, quote, disappointed in Tom if it happened. And Tom Curran also doesn't think it will happen. Take a listen.
I think that Brady is extremely attuned to symbolic moves meant to leverage his relationship to the betterment of somebody else. And the symbolism of signing a one-day contract and retiring as a Patriot, I think will probably go sideways up his chimney. So for the Patriots to now say, can you come back and sign a contract just so you can retire? No, I'll show up for the red jacket ceremony for the Patriots Hall of Fame, and I'll be there for whatever parade and the statue unveiling. But let's not get to the point where you're trying to make me sign something that I wanted to sign and you wouldn't give to me.
I mean, that was decent analysis. It hurt my feelings, but I thought it was a very valid point and well said. Nick, what was your reaction?
I'm shocked. Here's the